Hey, I'm Lauren and I'm the founder of Growing Extraordinary Humans. Thanks for watching this video. This is just going to give you a brief overview of what the community is all about. Are you overwhelmed by the challenges of raising an ADHD family? Are you fed up with your household being dictated by the mood of the loudest members? Are you tired of sifting through the different parenting strategies that don't quite fit your family or you? Are you doubting yourself constantly? Are you wanting to stop the shouting, but you just don't know how? If so, then you're in the right place. I was there 8 years ago. I've worked with many families that have been there, and I've got them and my own family from a place of complete chaos and confusion and overwhelm to a place of enjoyment and delight. Yes, we can't change the makeup of our children. We can't change our own genetic makeup. If we've got neurodivergence, it's always going to be there. But there are ways to work with it. There are ways to enjoy it. And that's what I want to share with you. My aim for the parents who come and work with me is that they're going to start to feel like they and any parenting partners that they have are positioned as the empowered, empathic leaders of their household. I want to give you greater emotional control and less overwhelm. Your kids are going to start working with you and not against you. And your kids are going to discover their own potential and they're going to start gaining confidence and self-esteem, which is so crucial for ADHD kids. It's not another generic 12-week parenting course. Growing Extraordinary Humans is going to provide you with world-class parenting support specifically tailored to families with ADHD, so you never feel alone again and have a clear and proven path to becoming the best parent you can be. Within the first couple of weeks, I'm going to sit down with you and we're going to spend 60 to 90 minutes creating your family roadmap. So we're going to lay everything on the table. We're going to look at what you've tried in the past. We're going to look at what the deepest problems are. We're going to look at what the successes might be. We're going to look at what works, what doesn't, where you want to get to, where you don't want to get to, what you want to change. And then we're going to put in place a plan to make that happen. We generally start, so the program's based around roots, nurture, and space. And we generally start with roots, although this is going to depend on your plan. But generally, I find that most parents, I start with roots unless they're really, really firm, because of course we need strong roots in order to grow. So within this, we're going to develop and identify tools and habits that are going to help you remain calm and in control so that you're able to choose your response rather than just having a nervous system reaction when things go wrong. We're going to uncover and start to process your main triggers and the stresses that come up day to day in your life so that you can start to understand them and not become hijacked by them in difficult moments. We're also going to learn to apply specific self-care strategies designed for parents with ADHD kids or parents who have ADHD. You are going to, with my support and with the community support, devise your own plan, which is going to ensure that daily there's something that you're doing that is meeting your own needs. And also things that we might need to do a little less often, but we know really, really fill us up and make us feel good. And that's going to be different for everybody. But I'm going to help you figure that out. You see, we all know that we can't pour from an empty cup. Yet, I bet you are trying to do that right now. And our kids can't pour from empty cups either, so we need to fill up their cups. So that's what the next bit is about. And it's actually about filling up everyone in your family's cup. This is all about nurturing. So as a tree grows, we need to nurture it. We need to, as those first leaves and saplings appear, we need to give them water. We need to give them sunshine. We need to give them everything they need to grow. And the way that we do that, the nutrients that we need for your kids to flourish, are connection, empathy, laughter, routines, dopamine, and allowing all of those emotions that keep coming up. We need to allow them in our homes. So I'm going to teach you how to do that consistently every day. I'm going to give you tools to build on that connection and really intentionally seek that connection so that when your kids grow and develop into young adults, when they're in their teenage years, when they're in their preteens even, and they're starting to drift away from you and become more interested in their peers, that attachment is going to remain with you. That trust, the person that they go to is going to be you and not their peers. We want to retain influence in those moments. And particularly with ADHD kids who might be super impulsive, there's more of a risk that they are going to become peer orientated and move away from us and do high risk things. We want to stop that. We want to stop that through our influence, because if we try and control them, we're going to be pushing them further and further away. So that brings me on to the final piece, which is space. This is all about coaching our kids rather than controlling them. It's about setting limits with empathy. And it's about understanding your child's developmental readiness, plus any skills that they still need to develop in order to meet their need for autonomy in a way that still keeps them safe. So the first phase when you join is the 60 to 90 minute call with me where we make your plan. You're going to join the community and you're going to access the first bits of training. For anyone who's joining now, you'll be a founding member. So once you've completed all the elements of training that we put in your plan, plus any others that we throw in along the way, there will be a follow-up hours one-to-one with me. And in that, we're going to identify any other areas you're still struggling with, and we're going to allocate additional resources or personalized coaching as needed. We're going to shape the future training content based on that. So as a founding member, you can really influence what the future training will be to meet your specific needs and the specific needs of the other members in the group. So for that reason, because you're helping me to understand what is missing, what you might need extra, and it's a very comprehensive program already. It takes my clients about 6 months to complete at the moment, and does tend to give them most things, but they're all getting one-to-one coaching weekly. So what this is going to give you is the opportunity to have any other things developed specific to you, but that will then be shared with the other members. And because you're helping me with that, I'm giving you a reduced rate. I'm offering this a very good value membership. So the special price for founding members is just £597 for the year. I'm going to close the doors in September, and we're going to just kind of settle in for a bit. And then when I reopen them, that price is likely to increase. If £597 is too much of a stretch, I do offer a payment plan, so you can pay in monthly instalments of £57 a month, and the only parameter for that basically is that you commit for a year, and if you want to stay for longer than a year, then that will be a lifetime rate, so founding members can enjoy that special rate for life. They're never subject to further price increases. Of course, you need to try out before you commit to spending all that money. I completely get that. So anyone who joins is going to have 6 weeks to decide whether they love it or whether they want to leave it. So if you decide to leave, all you pay for is the weeks that you've done, and anything additional I will give you back if you paid in full, or I'll just stop your payments. Guarantees and promises. So I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that I can guarantee you something really specific, because every family is different, every parent is different, and what they are able to put into things is going to be different. However, if you follow the path that I give you and you implement the systems I show you consistently, I'm going to guarantee that within 12 months of engaging in the program, you are going to have a thorough understanding of how you want to parent and why you want to do it. You're going to have developed deeply connected relationships with your children, and you're going to know how to apply your knowledge to meet your children's ever-changing needs. And that's really important to me, because I don't want to become a crutch. I want to be a resource from which you grow, and I want you to be sharing your knowledge with others. The big aim for me is basically to help ADHD kids not grow up misunderstood like so many of the ADHD adults I work with today, including myself. It doesn't feel good being an ADHD child who is wallowing in shame and feeling like they don't fit into the world. They're doing everything slightly wrong and they don't know why. I want to stop that, and I want to empower parents to know how. So I want you to go out with this knowledge and share it with everyone for free. I don't want necessarily people coming to me. I want this to just get out there. That's my ultimate goal. So, you know, do with this what you wish. Let's try and help other parents too. If by the end of the 12 months, you don't feel that you've reached this level of understanding and you've put in place the strategies, you've been consistent, then I'm going to extend your membership at no cost to you until you feel able to say that I know how I want to parent my kids and why. I feel more connected to my kids and I know what my children need from me when they're acting out. The other benefits you're going to get from Growing Extraordinary Humans, so you're going to get this one-to-one call with me, which is worth £200. You're going to get the training library. You can have access to any of it at any time, but my plan is to drip feed it in so that I don't overwhelm you. But that's worth over £1,500. You're also going to get the private community group coaching, which is worth £400 a month. So you get weekly group coaching, and you get access to all the Positively Parenting workshops that I run, which are normally £27 to £57 for a workshop. If you want more support, you can opt in to be a VIP, and that's £3,500 for a year, or currently for the family members it's going to be £2,500. So for that, you're going to get one-to-one sessions with me weekly. You're going to be able to have additional SOS calls for urgent issues and direct WhatsApp support for hands-on help and accountability. So how do you become a Growing Extraordinary Human member? Just message me, I'm in, and I'll get you enrolled. You can set up a call with me if you want to talk to me a bit more, see if we gel, see if we connect. And once you're in, I'll get you set up in the community and we'll book your first call. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the membership.